And so it all came down to this. For the final episode of the Premier League season in Season 2, we again have, well, a rather interesting season finale where any number of things could happen. Spoilers for previous episodes upcoming. If you haven't watched the last episode or the one before, then go and watch them now before continuing on here because spoilers are about to happen. In the meantime, hit the like button if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on Season 3, which is only a couple of days away, but it's more than one day away because, of course, we have a double upload day tomorrow, that being the FA Cup final at midday, UK, and the 3 PM usual slot will be the Europa League final against Borussia Dortmund. So if we don't manage to get Champions League football via the league finish today, we have a second chance tomorrow, but we very much should get ourselves that Champions League football via the league finish today. We currently sit 7th, but with 2 games in hand on most of the teams above us. If we win our game against Southampton, we'll go to 69 points, which would put us 3rd on goal difference. However, Arsenal play their matchday 37 this weekend, as do a number of the other sides, and that means that we probably won't be in the top 4 by the time this particular Southampton match finishes, or this particular match weekend finishes. But we do have a game midweek against bottom of the table Sheffield Wednesday. Should we win both that and the game against Southampton, I think we should be in a position where we're not absolutely necessarily desperate for a win against Manchester City. But until we get to that point and I have the table in front of me, it's kind of hard to figure out what's going to happen. So I'm going to do what I can here against Southampton, and I'm going to do what I can against Sheffield Wednesday, and we'll see what the situation is heading into the final day of the final Premier League episode of the season. Liverpool, of course, won the league a long time ago, and with regards to the relegation picture, Wednesday actually could keep themselves up. You can see they've only played 35 games as well. However, they have Arsenal and then me, so probably doomed. Probably, although stranger things have happened with 3 games to go. Leeds look good for survival if they can get a result in their match day 37, although that is against Manchester United, so perhaps unlikely. So anything could happen at the top, anything could happen at the bottom. We've quite the roller coaster lying out in front of us for today's episode. Again, drop the video a like if you're enjoying this series. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with a notification bell tick so you don't miss out on Season 3, where we will be making radical changes to the squad with what should be a rather sizable transfer budget again that will be boosted by big player sales too. So bear that in mind when contemplating coming back for the next season. So let's take it one game at a time, as you only ever can, and see what we can do. Right then, Southampton. Alban Lafont in goal, a new signing in January. Kyle Walker-Peters, Salisu, Milinkovic and Bertrand, Stuart Armstrong, Baumgartner, Baselli and Mittelstadt, with Ezekiel Avila and Danny Ings up top. Sami Khedira on the bench, the pace of Che Adams and Josh Sims on the bench too. And a slightly different looking Southampton side to the one that just beat Everton in real life by 2-0 the weekend just gone. But let's be honest, my side certainly looks different to Everton's team that lost that game as well, doesn't it? So how this game will pan out should be a pretty straightforward victory for us. And this man has been in tremendous form. And hit this early, try and catch the keeper out. Alban Lafont certainly would be a more difficult goalkeeper to beat than Angus Gunn. But it doesn't matter who you've got in goal when Calvert-Lewin is as good in the air as he is. That's how he started yesterday. That's how he's starting today. Everton 1, Southampton 0. A dream start to the biggest episode of the season so far. Silly into the gap. Ings to Baumgartner. Through to Danny Ings again. We'll have to bring Zakaria across here. Danny Ings trying to work his way past me. He's gotten past one, but run into another, unfortunately for him. Bit risky to spread this across the back line like that, but we'll go for it, and it's completely worth the risk on that occasion. An educated guess that that would make itself through. And Allen will lift this for Richarlison. I might have put too much on that, actually, and I certainly have. But the keeper can't pick it up, and Lafont can only clear, and he's ended up clattered and on the floor. He's back in his goal mouth now, though, unfortunately, so no chance to catch him out positionally. But Iwobi could do something with a second effort, and it's a good stop by Lafont. A very good stop indeed. That was travelling towards the back of the net. Brilliant delivery by Digne, and Milenkovic gets the header away this time, and Southampton will clear their lines properly on this occasion and won't be conceding a second goal. Again, I reiterate, we will be going up to ultimate difficulty next season and turning competitor mode off, as I've had plenty of reports from you guys now that is absolutely a viable option this year with regards to ultimate difficulty. So fingers crossed we can have just as successful a season and just as entertaining a season on a higher difficulty next season. I said season a lot of times there. Nearly came close to a second goal there again through Alex Iwobi, crashing it off the crossbar. We're certainly dominating this game in the opening half an hour or so, but as ever with me, a 1-goal margin of victory is probably not going to be enough. Gabama out to Digne. Into Sarr. Swept beautifully to Iwobi. Calvert-Lewin is there, and Bendit. To devastating effect. No, Derek Ray, there is no stopping Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You should know that already. Golden Boot last season, that is his 28th or 9th goal of the Premier League this season. 29th. He's on for 30. One more to go for a hat-trick here as well. What a way to round out 30 goals this season that would be if he gets a hat-trick in a game that could well put us into the top 4. 2-0 for Everton here against Southampton now. Baumgartner into Baselli. 5-4 to Ings. He's got support. Having to go backwards though. Baselli to Ings again. But there is actually some options further central now. Avila to Baumgartner. I think it's Armstrong on the right for them, wasn't it? And Mittelstadt's on the left. Good block to get that away. And Richarlison is free for me here. Calvert-Lewin is there in support. And Ismail Assar, if I can time the ball right, will be onside and away. You guys want him to start more often than not now. But he is going to have to work on his finishing if he's to hold down that spot and not be replaced by a potential incoming superstar. I'm contemplating, in fact, I'm pretty sure I'm going to sell Gabama. Not Gabama. He was just one that just had that header. I'm pretty sure I'm going to sell Wilfred Zaha in the summer. And the question is, will Ismail Assar become that first-team left winger, or will he be replaced and find himself still on the bench behind someone that is more talented than he? Allen forward to Richarlison. Little flick. And then there's Fabian and lift it for Sarr. He missed his chance in the first half. He might actually lift this to the middle. Oh, everybody threw themselves at it. Iwobi's to his feet quicker than anyone else, and we will keep the ball in play. Not exactly how I envisaged that move going, but it could still end in a goal. It should still end in a goal. It has ended in a goal. Fabian to finish things off. Everton 3, Southampton 0. I mean, we couldn't have wished to end the season in better form, could we really? We are arguably the most informed side in the division right now since those 2 defeats to Leeds and Palace. We've been unplayable. Game over. Mittelstadt. Lovely little ball to Danny Ings, who's broken the offside line beautifully. He's got support here from Mittelstadt, and they could get it into the middle. Mittelstadt bumped off it, but Danny Ings was there to pick up the pieces. Baselli trying to show some good footwork, but he can't get away from the man. Will come on the counter, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin is about... Oh, such a high line from Southampton. You cannot excuse that. It's just really, really poor defending. Calvert-Lewin is about to come off the field for Moise Kean, but he will leave the field as a man with a hat-trick and with 30 Premier League goals again this year. What a player. That's the whistle. That's all she wrote. Another 4-0. It seems to be the scoreline of choice at the moment. We got 2 4-0s yesterday, and we've started today with another. Although against the side that were 15th in the table, you would expect, side that's chasing the Champions League, to perform as well as we did there. Alban Lafont could have stopped a cricket scoreline, to be fair. And Southampton did have 2 good chances, but they couldn't take either of them. Sheffield Wednesday, as of yet, haven't played Arsenal, but by the time we get back to the menus now, that game should have been played. And we'll know exactly what the league situation is prior to our game in hand, which is against Sheffield Wednesday. So we know then, if we beat Sheffield Wednesday, we'll go to 72 points. Manchester United can come with us to 72 points if they win their match day 37, which is against Wolves, as you can see there. Who have they got to... Oh, no, they've got Leeds. They've got Leeds. It's above us. They've got Leeds on the same day that we play Sheffield Wednesday. Of course they do. So, all I have to do... Because our goal difference is so good, all we need is 3 points from this game or the one against Manchester City, and the Champions League is ours for next season. There are 4 teams on 69 points, and Spurs there on 67. It could still go either which way. How did Sheffield United get on, actually? Just think to check in their game. They beat Arsenal. Sheffield Wednesday want to stay in the division. And they're up to 18th and could do exactly that. We must not underestimate Sheffield Wednesday heading into this fixture. They've already shown that they can beat one Champions League chasing side. Let's ensure that they don't do it again. Wednesday's 11, Cameron Dawson in goal. Liam Palmer, Tom Lees, Julian Borner, Dominic Iorfa and Matt Penny as a back 5. Pelopessi and... I couldn't see how it was actually quickly. Garcia and Canelo alongside, who is it? Pelopessi, Cullen, and then Windass at Cam. On the bench, I mean, on paper, that looks like a side that should be bottom of the Premier League, but they just beat Arsenal, so I cannot take them for granted. Let's not have another repeat of AZ Alkmaar in that first leg. Cullen through the gap to Windass. Finds Alexis, and here's Garcia. He's got me pinned behind the ball at the minute. Here's Alexis. That's a nice turn. And that one. Support from Pelopessi. It's just good football from Wednesday to start the game. They are high on confidence. That game that they beat Arsenal in was here at home at Hillsborough. In there to Garcia. So they have recent history, obviously, with the result and performing at home. And with the Premier League survival hanging in the balance, they're going to be fired up for this. But we're fired up for it too. I've started the same 11 that played in the previous game. Albeit they're slightly off fitness, but certainly should be good enough to get the victory. We have options on the bench that we could go to, obviously. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, I just needed that extra moment's touch into Allen. From the edge of the box. Good save by Dawson to punch that away, or palm that away. Delivery. Oh, Calvert-Lewin with a header underneath it very nearly. Don't be offside. He's not. Delivered again. Zah. Ha. Was a bit of a laughable effort. Digne looking for Iwobi. Turns well. Oh, I just needed again that extra touch to find the teammate. It's not quite falling for me in front of goal, but definitely not falling for them in front of goal either. And Calvert-Lewin's shown good movement there, and he's in behind on his left foot. He'll bury it. 31 goals in the Premier League for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and that could be the goal that seals our Champions League future for next season. Here's Josh Windass into Cullen, quickly forward to Garcia and Alexis, and a little ball roller's got him through, but Zakaria does just enough. We do seem to be scoring a lot of goals on the counter-attack in these big wins. There is, obviously, as part of the changes coming in the patch that as of yet still hasn't made its way to console, there is a change coming to competitor mode. I forgot Calvert-Lewin has 5-star skills now. To improve the AI's ability with competitor mode on to deal with counter-attacks. But we are going to be playing without competitor mode next season, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. It is, and I quite openly admit that it is definitely helping me get the results I need right now. But we are also playing against sides that aren't that good. Yes, we played Chelsea recently, but they've been underperforming for the entirety of this save, to be fair. So it's not too much of a surprise that we were able to get a victory against them, especially considering the level at which my side is right now. You could argue that with my side being with the ratings they are, I should be winning games like that by solid margins, and all of the other games that we've been winning by a decent amount recently. Iwobi's through and falls over and kicks the defender instead of the ball. Never mind, just the 1-0 as we approach half-time. And actually, yesterday, a couple of the games, specifically one, because I remember thinking it when I was editing, was only 1-0 at half-time. We just went on a second-half splurge. And there was one, I think another one was 0-0 at half-time, and we went on a second-half splurge. That might have been the second leg against RZ, actually, off the top of my head, trying to remember from my editing spree yesterday. But regardless, Garcia is going to try and get Sheffield Wednesday back in this game, but for the time being, we are defensively sound, and we will keep our lead. We will have that quality and depth yet more so next season. when we certainly bring in, hopefully, a number of high-rated new teammates for those that are already at the club and shift out some more of the, not deadweight players, but fringe players that just haven't been having as big a desired effect as we might necessarily want them to be having. 25 minutes to go in this game. It's still just a 1-0. Sheffield Wednesday hanging on for the time being, but I'd like to think eventually we will break through for a second time and seal the game out. And it could be now. It has to be now. It is now. We will win this game. And again, Calvert-Lewin with a brace. At least. Hat-trick maybe? Again? Here's Windass. Forward to Garcia. Nice tackle by Gabama. Unorthodox pass, but oh, James has unlocked another ball through. Oh, great save. How many times this season have we seen that buried in the back of the net? Sheffield Wednesday hanging on for dear life here. Said I needed that extra bit of creativity, and certainly James provided it there and could do so again. Richarlison might have another opportunity here. The defender slow to pick up on the run. Yes, he can convert, Derek. Almost preempting it as it happened. 3-0, game over. We will have Champions League football next season. And we do it with a game to spare, I think. I'm pretty sure. Pelopessi through the gap to Kikulik. Garcia. Actually turned really well there. Pelopessi to Cullen. Through the gap nicely to Kikulik. Back to Cullen. And he's given the ball away. Jonjo Kenny steps in. And that'll be game, I think. Barely any time left in this fixture. I could push for a fourth and try and make it 4-0 again. But I'm quite happy to sit with a 3. We are guaranteed Champions League football next season. That will be us on 72 points. Oh, go on then. Oh, I tried to play a quick through ball to James to maybe get that fourth. We will get Champions League football next season. I'm pretty sure of it. Our goal difference will assure that. Our goal scoring this season has been outrageous, and Sheffield Wednesday, have had so much of the ball but done nothing with it, and that hopefully is what will be different in Season 3. Moving up to Ultimate and turning competitor mode off, we should see a more familiar style of play. Initially, at the beginning of FIFA 21, I really found competitor mode a bit of a challenge and really enjoyed the different gameplay. It's starting to wear a little bit now as it needs the changes that are coming, but for the time being, I'm quite happy to step up to Ultimate and turn competitor mode off. And as we head into the final day then, we are third, and our goal difference alone will absolutely ensure that we stay at least fourth. Manchester United on the final day have Wolves, have Wolves away. So Wolves, if they win that game, will go above Manchester United. Arsenal have Chelsea. So if Arsenal win and Wolves win, Arsenal will finish fourth and Wolves will finish fifth. And Man United, depending on the scoreline, if it's only a 1-goal margin, they absolutely have to. They absolutely have to. So if Wolves win, Wolves will absolutely finish above Manchester United. Oh, wow. So it is going down to the final day for a Champions League spot, just not ours. We are guaranteed to finish in the top 4. At the bottom of the table, Fulham, all but relegated. Their goal difference is very heavily behind everybody else's, unfortunately for them. Yeah, with Wednesday on minus 46 and Leeds on minus 35 for Wednesday being... Oh, no, I guess... maybe. No, it would take Leeds to crumble, and I don't think Leeds will. In fact, who have Leeds got? Newcastle. So Fulham are down, basically. Fulham are down. Forest and Sheffield Wednesday stand the chance of staying up. Sheffield Wednesday have Southampton away, and Nottingham Forest have bottom of the table Fulham. Wow, at the City Ground on the final day. There is drama in the Premier League. We're just not involved. We've got a full week, haven't we, between this City game and the one against Liverpool in the FA Cup final. Yeah, we can sim this game with the full strength side, give ourselves the best possible chance of winning it, or at least getting something from it, and not worry too much about players not being fit for the FA Cup final in the first of 2 videos to come tomorrow. If you've enjoyed this second season and you're very much looking forward to Season 3 on Ultimate without competitor mode, then do let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know how you think I'm going to get on with Ultimate difficulty. Are we going to find it an easy transition, or is it going to be considerably more difficult? I genuinely don't know. I'm looking forward to the challenge though and finding out. And we'll find out here where definitively we will finish in the table. We sit 3rd currently. So hopefully we'll be 3rd come the end of the day. Zaha. Oh, nicely to Calvert-Lewin. That was deadly. That was really good. Oh, not Zaha, it was Ismaila Sarr. My mistake. Sorry. Sarr starting, of course, number 11 over number 10. Wilfried Zaha, and we take the lead at the Etihad inside 10 minutes. Early goals and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Insert handshake emoji, I think. Oh, and now he's looking to return the favour to Ismaila Sarr, who's duly accepted 2-0 in the 16th minute against Manchester City. It appears, whether I play or sim, it doesn't matter. We score goals. We've had a pretty solid first half here against a side that have finished not massively far in front of us in the league, but far enough for us to think that we still need to go up another level before we're at their level. But certainly we're having a great game here. As we approach half-time, it is still 2-0. Fabian could set us up for a third, but it's going to be picked off. And actually, on the counter-attack, Sterling could cause us problems here, but Junjo Kenny slowed him down well. And as we approach the break, we are going to be 2-0 in front unless there's something drastic at the end, which there won't be. So, a really solid first half for us. And, well, I think this is kind of the level we're at the minute. We are, in the form we're in right now, if we can carry that into Season 2, into Season 3, then I see us as the 2nd best team in the division. But until I can consistently perform against Liverpool, we are not the best team in the league. Liverpool are away and above everybody else in this league. We should, provided we win this, finish 3rd in the division this season. Right behind Manchester City, who you'd say... Well, I don't know what their results were. 3-0 through Richarlison. I don't know what their results were. They might have dropped points here and there where they shouldn't have, like we have against Palace and Leeds and in other games as well. But I see us now as the 2nd best team in the league. So we have to make the right additions next season in the summer to ensure that we can challenge to be the best team in the league. Because we're also going to be trying to challenge to be the best team in Europe too. Of course, we will be Champions League next year. We have the chance to become the best of the Europa League group, so to speak. The Europa League crop of teams. And to be fair, 4-0 through Dominic Calvert-Lewin. To be fair, Dortmund are certainly a side that in recent years have gotten to Champions League finals, etc. So they're of a high quality and certainly one of the best sides in Europe in their own right. So if we can perform well in that game, then that would really solidify what I'm saying here. But we are going to have to win that game against Dortmund to kind of solidify that, or at least be very competitive in it, at the very least, which I hope we will. But 4-0 has been the scoreline of choice of the past couple of episodes, and it appears that it doesn't matter whether I'm playing or simming, so maybe it's not competitor mode that's the issue. We're just that good. It's 5. In fact, we're even better. I perhaps haven't been performing well enough. Everton 5, Manchester City 0, and we will end the season with one hell of a rout at the Etihad. We will finish 3rd, and I think 3 points behind City. I think they're on 78. I might be mistaken. I'm trying to recall. I think they're on 78, and we were on 72 prior to this. So we should end the season just 3 points behind City in 2nd, meaning that we really are challenging, or should be challenging next season for the title. Wolves lose to Manchester United, so it will be ourselves and the red half of Manchester that finish in 3rd and 4th. The blue half of Manchester finishing in 2nd place above us. So it goes red, blue, blue, red with regards to the league table. Of course, the FA Cup final against Liverpool coming tomorrow. Yes, red, blue, blue, red. And we are just 3 points behind Manchester City, but we're 22 points behind Liverpool. There is certainly a gulf to be closed there. We are significantly better this year than we were last. Progress is being made. But we need to make a big jump again if we're to make it up to Liverpool's level. At the bottom of the table, Sheffield Wednesday, Fulham and Nottingham Forest are relegated. Leeds lost on the final day. And I believe Fulham and Forest drew. Did they? Let's have a look. Oh, Fulham lost to Leeds. It was Forest. Oh, that's April. I want May's results, please. Fulham played Forest, didn't they, on the final day? And it was a 2-2 draw. Yeah, they drew. So either of them, if they'd have won that game, could have stayed up. But neither of them did. And as such, they both get relegated. Forest will find themselves particularly unlucky. To be fair, Fulham's goal difference probably would have played against them anyway, so they might have gone down. But Forest, if they'd have won that game, they'd have stayed up. But if you can't do it when you need to, you're not good enough. And this season, we have done it when we've needed to. We will get £173.495 million for our third placed finish in the Premier League. Join me tomorrow, twice. Once at midday for the FA Cup final against Liverpool, once in the usual slot at 3 PM for the Europa League against very tough opponents again, Borussia Dortmund. Thank you very much for watching this season. Hopefully you will join me for those two tomorrow. If not, I'll see you in episode 1 of season 3 the day after. But for now, that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching indeed. And I'll see you then in the next one. Next time. Both those things tried to come out at once.